Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Gray's Mindset. The main focus of this podcast is to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and thus gain the ability to mold and reshape ourselves into whoever we want to be. I look forward to growing with you, and I really hope you enjoy the podcast. Raising children. Creating the correct emotional expectations. So much of our current emotional state now is dictated based on expectations or predictive thinking. So it only makes sense that we train our predictive thinking. But where and when do we start? So I got the idea from this episode from playing with a friend's baby. And I noticed something interesting that I was never able to see before. But now, looking through the lens of my current mind frame, I found it to be intriguing. So, what happened was, I tickled his feet, the baby, and he would laugh. Okay, I tickled his feet again, and he would laugh. The third time, however, I did not tickle his feet. I kind of just hovered my hand over his feet. And the expectation of something good coming, or what he thought was coming, made him laugh. It literally brought him happiness. Now, I've mentioned it before that you get what you focus on. And in that moment, the baby was focused on me. He was focused on my hand. And the pattern I established led to a positive, happy feeling. So then I thought, could this be a way to condition a mind frame? So in this episode, we are going to explore that possibility. So the basic formula is you do, the baby expects. So we're creating expectations. We train expectations. So random scenario. Let's fast forward to the baby's pretend future. Let's say he's a teenager now, and he takes one of his parents' cars out for a joyride. He gets home. Parents find out what he did. So naturally, they're upset, as they should be, as I would be. So how will we teach positive thinking even in a situation such as this? Obviously, there are many variables that can happen that will need different workarounds, different solutions. But for the sake of keeping it simple, I'll go over two alternate versions of the example. Version 1. He makes it back and the car's in one piece. Version 2. He makes it back and the car is damaged. In version 1, he gets back with the car. First thing we do is we lean towards understanding. Why did you take the car? Where did this spirit of rebellion come from? What influence? What lesson do you want your child to walk away from this situation with? Every opportunity is an opportunity to teach growth. Don't waste a situation like this. This is golden. Do not waste it. That's just a side note. That is a sidebar. Getting back to it. What are the ups and downs of how the lesson will impact him in life? So after we have an understanding, I tell him, you're grounded. His response is, how long? I would probably say something like, until you master this skill, whatever skill. Like, yeah, you can get off punishment when you can do a full head of box braids, for example, or when you can do 150 push ups without stopping, or until you learn how to do taxes. And the premise behind the punishment is it's supposed to be uncomfortable and it'll teach them accountability much, much better. When you stop and think about it, you're not only giving them the ability to see the best in every situation, you're giving them room to grow into their full potential. Version number 2, the car is damaged. So this is going to be the same equation as the first example. But now he needs to figure out how to pay for his mistake. So your own punishment, you've caused damage to the vehicle. So this is your responsibility to pay for it. You're going to create a business plan and you're going to earn this money on your own strength. You're going to figure out how you can earn this money. And only after you repair the vehicle will your punishment end. This approach allows the child to work and do it with passion, even if the reason is simply to end the punishment. And if we're lucky, they will want to make you proud, which is added passion and motivation to complete the mastery of the new skill. When you're forced to do or learn something, it tends to be a lot more difficult to learn it, retain it, and practice it. Absent of the desire to do so, we should aspire to be happy while growing the skill. This is essential to teaching our children how to create a self-made career. However, when you learn from a place of passion, that emotional habit becomes interwoven with our mindset while performing our chosen purpose. Sidebar: one thing I've pondered for many years is the question, why are we here? And finally, I came to the realization that our purpose is completely our choice. And it's a simple matter of training our emotional state to experience that sense of fulfillment. End of sidebar. So in the end, the desire to be done with the punishment creates a type of passion. If they want to impress you, that creates positive expectations, much like a baby. And still like the baby, with the positive expectations comes positive feelings. And over time, we repeat. Now, it doesn't always have to be when the child is in trouble. Daily study should be practiced and guided by a simple yet effective reward system. Much like how when our child does well, they get a sticker. This is the perfect formula to create urgency and passion, and not only will they learn a skill, but they'll learn what it takes internally to create a skill, to work from the heart, to work from passion, and to enjoy the reward and to appreciate the struggle. All right. Our Bible verse of the day says, whatever you do, do it from the heart, for the Lord and not the people. And know that you will receive an inheritance as a reward. Alright, so my interpretation of this verse is simple. For me personally, my belief is God exists in every person as the Spirit. Do it for the Lord, and in return, the Spirit inside of you grows stronger. Put simply, to do for Him is to do for you. So work for yourself from your passion, and you will be rewarded. That is my interpretation, and that's all I got for you today. I appreciate you all, and thanks for tuning in to Grace Mindset. I hope you all have an amazing day.